Hey y'all, welcome to the Transfusion Podcast. It's your girl Chloe in the building, and I got Poker here. Hey Poker,
Floyd,
what's the?
nothing much. Still working, girl.
Oh, is you?
How's your day going?
It's going good. It's going good. I actually just got up not so long ago.
Give me
Doing
a
some.
second.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
Let me
I'm gonna go ahead. Send the link out or whatever. While I go ahead and give my disclosures.
okay.
My highlights. So much color. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to talk about a couple things. Okay, so shout out to CRW Plus, the Crew Dallas. They just aired their first episode. I don't know what day they aired it on, but it was this past week. I am going to be doing reviews on that show. Shout out to Woodley and Dior, who are the producers of the show. So yeah, y'all be on the lookout. Y'all can check my channel. I'll be reviewing the show. It's actually really fab. I know a lot of the girls that are on the show. Shout out to Mo Legacy and Lucky. So yeah, y'all be sure to check that out. Also, make sure y'all are checking out Chasing Atlanta season 7. It's been really, really good. We will be reviewing that on the Kiki panel this Sunday at 8, I think is when we start do the Kiki panel. Um, Also, make sure I'm gonna put the link in the description. Make sure y'all are going to go vote for the Kiki panel, Harviana, YB Speaks for the Starlight Awards. We were nominated for the um, something for the panel, and then I also got nominated for the ensemble cast for Chasing Dallas. So anytime you see me on there, make sure y'all are clicking. Um, Other than that, I think that's all I have coming up. Yeah, but we're gonna get this ball rolling. Give us just a second. How's everybody doing? What's going on, chat? Ooh, girl, I got some things I need to say about this Chasing Atlanta, baby. I can't wait for them to come. Poker, give me a thumbs up whenever you're ready. I thought I was doing something today, y'all. Don't laugh at me. So Ooh. I thought I was wearing the right team. I thought they was the team that was on the Super Bowl, but I found out that they wasn't. So hey, I tried. I tried. It's the Eagles, I think, or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, what's been going on, everybody? What's the day? I don't know what these girls said. Oh, also, okay, yeah. So this, I said the Starlight thing. My reviews for Chasing or for the Crew, and then Chasing Atlanta. Also, what else do I got coming up? Oh, I'm gonna be doing a chat and chew with Poker, teaming up with Poker, doing a chat and chew. So y'all be on the lookout for that. It'll be coming. The dates and stuff will be coming soon. If you're in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, definitely come out for that. Poker, I can't hear you if you're talking, so you have to give me a thumbs up whenever you're ready. Okay. Other than that, y'all, I don't got too much to say. Just spit in the cut, again, like always. There you go. Anyways, y'all got anything going on? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. We got Poca. We got Miss Wada. Goddess Alaska. Hey y'all. Hey, what's going on?
Akasha.
Akasha. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so the word's so small. How you doing?
Who's it? Who's
Hi.
it? Akasha. Hey, lady. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Let me see.
We can hear you, that Poca. I like
Okay.
it just.
Okay.
No, I did
Give me
not.
just
Wait, Mama,
give me a
what's
few minutes.
this?
I'm about to Jada, this the podcast. I want you to get on it. You got time?
Yeah.
Oh, so sweet. I'm glad you're joining us. I got something for you when it's done. You too, Akasha.
Hey, Auntie.
I'm gonna bless y'all gang. I appreciate y'all jumping on.
I like the jersey. Did you make it? No, I did not make it. I got it from Fashion Nova, y'all.
Let me see.
Wait,
Hold on
Mama,
one
do
sec.
I need to get on camera?
I would love you to. Are you together? I know it's last minute.
I can, I can pull myself together real quick.
Yeah. Let me.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. We'll start in about 5 minutes if you can do it.
Yeah, that's fine. So again, y'all go vote for us on the Starlight Awards. I'm gonna drop the link so y'all can see so y'all can vote. Let me go find the link real quick. Shout out to the Kiki panel. Shout out to YB Speaks and Harpiana. Y'all give us just a moment.
Yeah.
Where's that?
I'm gonna send y'all a little bit about the topic and stuff so y'all could know what we're talking about today.
Coca, how you been?
Girl, I'm tired. I'm just working.
I almost forgot we was doing this today. I woke up at like 5 and I was like, damn, wait, I gotta throw it together. So I hurried up and tried to put something together.
Yeah, I got a couple of things coming up. I'm trying to get a couple of grooves working on this Trans Summit for Juneteenth that I'm partnering with Dallas Southern Pride to do. I have the Gucci's that's coming this weekend. I'm trying to get our meet and greet and it's a few things and a few projects that I'm working on.
So the Garcon Ball is next weekend.
It's next Saturday.
Oh, bitch, I gotta get my shit together. Okay.
You'll be fine, bro. No worries.
I know I got my dress and everything already. I didn't know. I didn't realize it was coming up. I didn't even realize it was in Dallas. I thought it was the ball in New Orleans. But
Are you planning a walk?
Yeah, I am. We'll talk on the back end, girl.
Okay.
Shout out to the House of Garcon. They'll be having their ball next weekend in Dallas, Texas. If y'all in the area, make sure y'all come out and support. It's going to be a fab event. The Gucci's are going to be storming and taking over like always. You know, Gucci Nation over here.
Gucci Gooch.
Gucci Gooch. Last night was cute. Actually, we went to the Tishi's did a Valentine's kind of Vogue night thing, and it was cute. The Gucci's came out, of course. Wapare, Tim Tim. And I was there. So was Major.
Major was there too. I heard.
Major was there. Yeah, Major was there. Girl, I tell you, Miss Robert was finna chop Zeke and him, girl, when they was walking.
Oh, great! Don't start being Miss on the show. Girl, you let it crank it up.
I was just a little crank.
Okay.
Other than that, it was cute. I had a good time.
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to.
You got the topics?
Yeah. Let me schedule this for tomorrow, pose. Okay, I'm doing like 30 things. Please bear with me.
I'm gonna post this in the transfusion page and stuff like that. So hold on.
Right. Just put this on here and just call it a done deal, baby. Look. That's what you get from us. We appreciate you for everything we do. Yes, baby. No. All right, go in there, baby. Close the door. I'm on a call. Love you, though. So check in, Miss Akasha. Are you still there?
Yeah,
Is she still on the call? Okay.
Yeah,
How's everything going with you?
good. Just been trying to get everything together for school.
Where y'all from?
What you taking up again?
Communication and media.
Oh, okay. It's sickening.
Where you from, Akasha?
Right here in Dallas.
Oh, you're in Dallas? Okay, period.
Oh, shit.
Southside is the realest.
I will cam down, but I want to set an example and cam up. Are you able to cam up, Akasha? Are you working or what's going on with you?
No, I'm getting myself together.
Okay, cool. Yeah, a few more minutes. I'm glad to have you and Jada on the show. This is gonna be a good show.
You in your office?
I mean, yeah. You can tell it's a mess.
No, I can't tell. I thought you was in downstairs at first. in that one room.
No, I'm in the office.
We know you got your big old mansion over there.
Grace of
Poker
God,
Palace.
honey.
Poker Palace, baby.
If this is a mansion, honey, if you knew what I wanted and what I'm going for, what I'm working
Courtney
hard
here.
toward.
Hey, Court.
Hey, Court.
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Uh-huh.
My mom was asking like, I gotta keep it cute or can I smoke my weed?
You can smoke weed.
Uh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I do. Hey, Court.
Just try not to have it on the camera.
What's your
Just so
tea?
they don't stop.
I'm sorry, I was just washing my face.
Wash that bitch. I'm coming to wash face. How?
Hey, Court.
Hey, my sis.
You
Ooh,
got to
girl, I'm
work
still
today?
not together.
You
Yeah, I
got
gotta
to
go
work.
work. I gotta go work tonight.
That's okay, girl. I've been working, child. I ain't bang ain't calm, girl. I'm going through some stuff.
You said what ain't home?
My bangs. Look at my hair.
Oh, I thought you said Bay ain't home. I'm gonna say, girl.
Oh, girl.
Oh, my mom
You
finna
said
come up with my
who,
little
girl?
natural ponytail out.
Who? Yeah, I just dropped it. I had a ponytail up, but I just dropped it.
Hey,
Hold on.
ladies.
Hi.
We in the building.
Oh.
I had a long night last night, girl. You know, I don't be drinking, girl. They was getting me drunk.
Oh, you went to the Kiki Ball again?
It was a mainstream. Mainstream.
Girl, they were so rude to us at the bar last time we was there, girl. I don't think I want to go
Mama,
back.
you ain't send it to Kiki? Kiki busy?
Which bar?
Yeah, I sent it to Kiki. I think Kiki's
Last
still
time we went to
working.
that bar with you, the last time we went like 2 weeks ago.
Oh no, that was at Tequila's. Yeah,
No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the girl, the one at Marty's, girl. The bartender was so rude to us, girl.
Oh, was he?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, girl, he was so rude to us, girl. I don't know what his problem was, girl.
But you're not the first person that said that. Actually, I've heard that from several people before.
Girl, I don't know what they're gonna do about him, honey. But the next time he act like that with me, we gonna touch hands.
I'm screaming.
Thank you. Ooh, that's my
You
type
were
of
just having a
girl.
bad day.
Girl,
Y'all look good on the
you at
show.
work. You at work.
All right,
You at work,
Acosta.
honey. Have a bad day at your house.
You be having a good day every day you go to work?
I mean, I'll be trying to, girl. I don't let the people get on my nerves. It's just a job.
I wish everybody
Okay.
said.
It's just a job. It ain't gonna ruin my life.
Did y'all watch the Super Bowl?
No.
Oh, I didn't either. But I did hear that Lady Gaga had cleared it at the halftime show, but I don't know. Anyway.
It wasn't her show to clear.
Oh, it wasn't her show?
No, it wasn't her show to clear.
So wait, who was supposed to do the halftime show?
Bad Bunny.
Oh, girl. Who the fuck is Bad Bunny?
Girl, he's a Puerto Rican. I thought he was gay at first, but girl, he turned out to be straight. He was dating Kylie Jenner for me, one of them Jenner's girl for a while.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't never heard of him.
But you know.
Okay, well, hey, you know it is and it is. But y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome to the Transfusion Podcast. I know we're running a little late today. Make sure y'all are liking and subscribing and sharing and commenting, and, you know, giving us feedback. If y'all would like to come up or anything like that, I will drop the link in a little bit for the audience. And yeah, y'all can post your questions in the comments. You ready, Poca?
Yeah, we can go ahead and start. So like check-in. This show is going to be really good because we're going to talk about, are we healing or are we just kind of masking the things that we're going to? I'm glad that the ladies that are on the show because I know that y'all could probably talk a little bit from experiences about this topic. And first, I just want y'all to introduce yourselves, and then I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about the purpose of the Transfusion Radio Show.
Well, I'll start off. Hey, y'all. Y'all know me. I'm Chloe Rondetch, the Texas founding mother. I'm just here surviving, you know. Yeah. Okay. Go, Courtney.
Well, I'm Courtney. Courtney Davenport. I'm 40 years old. I'm single, and I have no Valentine.
This ain't that type of
How was your Valentine's, girl? I
Girl, I
don't
Wait,
saw
even
that
once
have
post
she
that
children's
you made.
turned,
Valentine.
Said, girl, you got children this
once
Valentine's.
she
Y'all don't.
turned it
Y'all, your children taking my spot, girl. That's fine though.
Valentine's
Y'all
season,
picking
you guys.
names
Oh
out
my
of hats and
god.
things.
Girl, girl, you was jealous of the trade. Now you jealous of the children too.
Yeah.
I got a lot of love to go around. Don't worry, you will not be left out, honey. Go ahead, Jade. Jade. You together yet?
uh,
What is
yeah,
giving?
I'm finna come on the camera just a second. But my name is Jada, y'all. I'm 21. I'm from the South, but I live in New York. I was born in Arkansas, but I grew up in Texas with Polka, and Polka practically raised me, you know, the suburb side of me. Lord knows better.
The suburb.
Yeah.
Work out. Well, welcome.
Mm. And Akasha,
What happened?
I think she
is she
muted.
on there?
I think she
She
muted.
muted.
Yeah, she is. Let me see. Yes. Oh no, she got it unmuted. I can't do it. Unless she got it.
Yeah, I was having some technical issues. So, but I'm Akasha. From Dallas.
Welcome.
Sure.
Welcome. Welcome.
Close my door.
Courtney, if you
Tell
don't
a
mind.
little bit about yourself and your podcast and stuff that you have going on, because she also hosts her own podcast and is getting in the media field and everything. Talk about yourself.
Word.
Y'all, that's the thing we do not do. We do not really, when it comes to, look who's talking. When it comes to us to talking about who we are and like our accomplishments and stuff, we kind of shy away from there. We need to get out of there.
Yeah, I agree.
That's true. Well, my name is Akasha. I am going back to school for communications and media. I am working on a a not really a podcast, but a talk show for the girls. Um, Something like a round table talk for where we can actually sit down and actually have hard conversations that we try to like stir away from. I want to have those conversations, and with those conversations, I want to start making solutions to how to fix those issues. I'm also creating a entertainment company here in the Dallas Metroplex. I am trying hard. I got a lot of people in my back pocket that's supporting and pushing me. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Shout out. Well, I do web reality TV, so if you're looking for anybody, give me a call.
I know I'm actually trying to because I've done some work with Glad Media,
Okay.
so I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to work on something this summer where we do like a short film, another infomercial,
Hmm.
um, with trans women, and if we can find some trans men in the forefront, so we can push that. So because people need to know what's the real, uncut, unfiltered
Yeah.
situations that we go through on a daily basis.
Period. I'm here
See
for it.
you.
Well, definitely let us know whenever you get that off the ground, and we would definitely support and push it with you. So
You look Russian child, so I can look like some on the show.
I'm screaming.
Wait, if y'all don't know me, my name is Mother Polka. Polka Hunters Armani Duval Gucci. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I am 41 years old. I'm a woman of trans experience. I'm the co-founder of House of Rebirth, the founder of the Transparency Program. My mission is to provide safe spaces for trans people. And the mission of Transfusion is to open up a platform to where trans women can share their stories unapologetically and also freely with, support and advice from people that look like them. So that's a little bit about me. And we are already a little late. So I want to jump into, I'm going to do a series of questions and it'll open up the conversation. And don't feel like you spend too much time on everything. Just speak from your heart and just answer the question, you know. So I'm gonna start with the first question. Of course, the show, like I said, is about healing and talking about how we portray to be healed from certain situations and certain issues and things. I want to ask the question: when was the last time you said I was healed from something, knowing that you wasn't healed?
When I moved into this new relationship, child.
Let's talk about it.
I knew I wasn't healed from no one, no shade. I feel like I was just like trauma bonded, to be honest. I mean, I'm happy where I am now, don't get me wrong. But at the beginning, like it was really, really rocky because I was really trauma bonded instead of just taking time to myself and finding some inner peace, chasing love, you know.
When you say trauma bonded, like give an example. Of what would you consider trauma bonded? Because me and Courtney, we recently just had a conversation about. Was it me and you, Courtney, or was it someone else I had a conversation with about being? Oh, it was my son that I had a conversation about trauma bonding that we don't really talk about within the community.
As in like, I went through a lot with my old boyfriend, like a lot, and like we was on and off, and instead of me just like taking time like to myself, I just jumped into the next relationship, trying to use that as a way to get over, the past person that I was dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else want to respond to it?
I
Yeah.
think go ahead.
Oh, um, I have to take it back to before my transition. Um, I jumped in. I'm a nomad, so I move. So, I felt like when I moved to Chicago, I thought I was healed because I was in a perfect. I thought it was a good relationship. I thought I was, happy. Until I start realizing that I was massing those feelings of something's missing until I, had my suicide
Mm-hmm.
attempt. So I was like, okay, if something's really missing in my life, I don't know what it is. Until I had to sit down and reflect with myself. And that's when I made the hardest decision. Well, I thought it was the hardest decision, but this is like the best decision of my life to transition because with the transition, I lost a lot of people. So, and that's how I knew that I was on the right step of healing. Am I healed? No, but I'm still moving towards it.
I also think that's another subject we don't really talk about. Like when it comes to like transitioning, when we are really dedicated to transition, we have to accept the fact that a lot of people are not accepted to it, and that transitioning means losing a lot of people that you really care about. And yeah, and we kind of just go with the flow and act like everything is cool and it's fine and stuff. But inside, I feel like we hide that it really hurts us to lose those individuals, especially when you really, really love somebody. And that's a lot to deal with. You got anything on that, Courtney?
Um,
Or
you know,
Amber?
Go ahead, Courtney.
oh, I know I speak a lot about prison because I'm a felon. Okay, I'm a felon. So all the trauma that I had to experience in prison, it's just like I feel like I'm still kind of healing over because I'm still not feel like I'm in a safe space at sometimes, like going to new jobs and just trying to experience something new. Period. It's just like. Sometimes it becomes overwhelming. I expressed that a lot to my sister Polka because we spend a lot of time together. And and so I'm just like I'm really trying to get out of that like institution mentality of just being in a repetitious or a repetitious state. Everything is scheduled, everything is just like it has to be this kind of way because that's how it was for so long for me. Yeah. Trauma.
I I think my most recent experience, probably I could say, would be just the other day, Poke, when we was on the phone and you asked me was I okay or was I good, and I actually lied to you and I told you I was, um, and I told you I had it under control, but I really don't, and I feel like I'm struggling. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. I got you.
And so like I feel like I'm struggling with that, and I don't know, it's just kind of hard to um even really talk about it, but I am kind of struggling with that right now. So yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you ever need to talk or any need support, I feel like all of us on the show, just whatever you need, just make sure you talk about it. Because if you don't talk about it, we don't know how to help. And I think it's important that we have like a population, a circle of people who we can kind of pour our heart out to that won't judge us and kind of experience some of the same things so we can get it off our chest. And it's also good to connect to therapists. If you don't know, Abundant Prosperity, if you're located in Dallas, Abundant Prosperity has free therapy sessions. It's completely free, and you can call 214-421-4800 and get connected to those services they have over there at the organization.
Oh, I need it.
Um, where in your life are you pretending to be stronger than you feel?
I feel like I do that every day. I ain't gonna
No
lie.
shade. Transitioning period. No shade.
I
Mhm.
was definitely about to say that. I would definitely say my womanhood as well as my sisterhood
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
I
because
think
there's
that. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
oh sorry there's because there's some days that I just sometimes I just feel like I'm like the masculine thing that is walking, and then sometimes I just feel like I'm the baddest. But it's yeah, that's one of my biggest things right now that I'm trying to be strong in.
Courtney.
I feel like it at every day I walk out the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm struggling. Even with the simple task is the simple task. You know,
Hmm.
especially trying to test my fish. You know.
Mhm.
I think my biggest struggle is in ballroom. Whenever I have to act or be this mother figure towards all these people, and deep down inside, I be going through it, and I be struggling, and I don't let that be known or seen or whatever. And I think that'd be my biggest thing. It's like trying to keep my game face on and acting as though everything is okay when it's really not.
I think one of the things that I'm pretending to be stronger than I feel is being organized and having everything together. Because, child, it is a struggle trying to keep a lifestyle that you're creating and provide a stronger lifestyle a better lifestyle for these kids and everything. And I want to feel like I got it together. And I'm doing great at keeping it together, but it's a struggle every day, not knowing how this is going to happen and where this is going to come from and all this stuff. So I'm struggling with that. And yeah. So I'm pretending to have it together when it gets crazy at times.
You're doing an amazing job of masking it because you look like you got it together to me.
Yeah, Pocahontas, I paint with all colors of the wind, so we'll have it together. I'm not supposed to look like what I go through, but that statement alone really is heavy to carry too.
Hmm.
Because you have to continue to keep masking things and that ain't the easiest thing to do because sometimes you just in the moments where it's suicidal thoughts, like Akasha just said, or it's just you just feel like giving up, or you feel like you're not enough, or you move into one situation, going into another one just to feel the emptiness from the other situation. So yeah, it's really a struggle when
My
you have to wear these different masks just to impress people or to even convince yourself that things will be okay.
my mother used
So,
to tell me, well, when she was raising me, she raised me and told me that you're supposed to live your life like you live in a glass house, like everybody can see in, but people should not be able to tell what you're going through looking in. And so
mhm.
I think that that's kind of why I operate the way that I do. Like you wouldn't be able to tell the things that I've been through just from looking at me. I don't think, if that makes sense. Or can you? Can you?
No. No, I don't think that. I don't think that you can show that it shows on any of us. Like, girl, we just be out and we be having a good time, and when you see us, we just be that girl.
Mhm.
It's just we hold in so much. We do. We hold in so much, and letting people into our private, like really our private spaces. It's like who can you trust? You just and like Poco said, you have to have that circle or those two
Mhm.
or those three that you can just talk to about anything, anything. I'm talking about anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when you say that now, that even takes me back to thinking about like Me being on Chasing Dallas and things like that, like me opening up and allowing my life to be filmed and talked about in the blogs and things like that was a lot for me, and I didn't realize that it was going to take such a toll on me, the type of toll that it did take on me. I wasn't expecting, hey Miko, I wasn't expecting, nor was I ready for, oh, hey. I can't ask the last person unless we do six. But I wasn't expecting or thinking that it was going to take the toll that it did on me. I think that me looking at the comments and reading the comments and staying in the blogs definitely played a part in it. But yeah, it's hard.
Mm.
Trey, I know you're in the background. It's not letting me add another person. You gotta wait just 1 second. Who's Trey?
You said who's in the background?
Fem King Trey.
Oh Lord,
Who's that?
you can't add them.
It's not letting me do. Who's that?
That's my trans brother.
Oh, I see him. He's cute. Okay, hey Trey. We see you in the back.
Yo, what, ma?
My trans brother.
Girl.
Y'all may know him as Derek.
Oh, I think I do know that.
Oh, girl.
Hey,
Well,
Miko.
yeah, don't do my brother like that.
Wait, I love my Uncle Derek, don't you?
Mm.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the one with the G? That's the one they used to have a G track?
No, that's the Vegas trip.
Vegas track.
Mm-hmm.
You remember my brothers that I took the Vegas trip with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's him.
No, I'm getting him confused. Wait, Derek Darius? I'm getting him confused with.
Derek is the one I went to Vegas with. Do y'all remember I took the trip to Vegas?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember you took the trip to Vegas, but I don't remember who it was with.
It was with Derek.
Um,
It was with my brother Derek.
Period. Well, hey,
Period.
Eric, I know you can hear us in the back. What's T?
He not. What? It won't let him bring him up.
I wanted only. It's only letting me do 6 people. Yeah, I could. I could drop me. I could drop me, and I could probably put him up here.
I should drop us here. Derek,
Hey, Polka. Hey, y'all.
are you there?
Hey. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. How y'all doing?
We can't hear you. Are you muted?
I can hear him.
Good.
I can hear him.
You can hear him?
Yeah. Okay, it's because like the streamer. I think you got to go back out and come back in, Poco.
I don't know what's going on.
She had dropped him down, and then she came back up. Oh, he back now.
Should I drop out and come back in? Y'all can hear him?
I can hear you. I can hear him as well.
Now I can't hear Courtney.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, girl, that's you.
She's a refresh.
Technical difficulties. There's it's a whole lot going on.
What the hell is happening?
It's a whole lot of.
And what exactly are we talking about this evening?
Girl, you didn't read the post on the text.
Girl, I be reading them damn posts and she be putting them GPT things up there, girl, that all sounds
that was
Who made the chat
was
GPT, Gary?
Amber made that up.
Okay, well, it sounds like a bunch of therapy shit that we now were talking about. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is the topic for tonight? What have y'all been actually talking about?
Wait, Mama, y'all can give him my spot. I gotta do something.
I can hear you, but I can hear nobody else. Okay.
Bye, Jada. Thanks for coming. Sorry. Okay, y'all know how the StreamYard it be acting funny. Like
I can't hear nobody.
You can't.
Oh my god.
Okay. I need everybody to refresh it, and I'm gonna bring everybody in at the same time. How about that? Everybody refresh. Because it's gonna keep fucking up until everybody's gone. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, I got Poca. Can y'all hear me? Y'all two can hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Can Akasha hear me? Okay, there you go. So drop this one. Okay, boom. Here go Miko. Here go Courtney. Okay. Can y'all all hear me?
But we're gonna have to
Yeah.
use another system, honey,
Yeah,
because
we do got
child.
a system because this one's trash. No shade.
Oh no, not you saying that on a platform.
I know
Yeah, I need them to know they need to get this right, honey.
they're gonna kick me.
Yeah.
Hey
It's gotta get
Miko,
right.
welcome to the show.
Thank you. What are we talking about?
So we are talking about
Sex therapy. No, I'm just playing.
what are we talking
What did she
about?
say?
I said sex therapy.
We are talking
Healing.
about
Healing.
healing. Yeah, and talking about some things that we're carrying along. And yeah, what are we talking about? We're talking about healing. That's what we're talking about.
And the last question was, are we pretending? Or what are we pretending to heal?
Yeah.
What is the struggle? Girl, my forehead is giving big. I need to put some baby hairs on this wig.
Yeah, that's a
Better
baby.
than nothing.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Where are
I
we
don't know where that
at?
came from. Go ahead.
You got a Poca?
So I'm just asking a couple of series. I know you hate these type of conversations, but I just wanted to have a panelist of people on the show and talk about some things and some about experiences and stuff, and talk about how we're carrying a lot of weight on our shoulders, not being healed and just masking our issues that we go through. So that's a little bit what we're talking about, and I think it's good for us as trans individuals to talk about because we're trans. It's a lot of times that we hide our true feelings to make everyone else comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm talking about on that, Miko?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we're just kind of talking about some things and just trying to see if we can work through some stuff together. But
Yeah.
yeah.
We're trying to
So
trauma
the
bonding.
last question I asked was, what hurt are you tired of carrying but don't know how to put it down?
Mm.
This is the new question.
That's a new question. Okay. So say it again. Say it one more time. Oh, here go Kasha.
Do anybody want to answer? Can y'all hear me?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Did y'all hear the question?
No.
Yes, I heard the question, but you can repeat it for those who did not.
Yes, I said, what hurt are you tired of carrying but don't know how to put it down? Derek, would you like to respond to that? I want to hear you say something.
Something.
Hey.
So
Wait, first, can you introduce yourself?
in response to the question, yes, my name is Derek. I work as director of programs at Game Changing Men. I'm also executive director of my own organization, Ubuntu Inc., where we do narrative work and storytelling. Um, so in response to the question, I would say one of the biggest hurts as someone um in community, in leadership, XYZ, fill in the blank, is that like I feel like a common thing when I'm like talking to other people in this work is that like we all start with this really big heart. We want to save the world. We want to save our people. We want the best. Da 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 da. And then like you start doing the work, quote unquote, and those people be the ones that hurt you the most. And it's really, really heavy. And it's constant and it's something that you really, especially if you work in community, you have to deal with it every day.
Mhm.
And so there's really not time to heal from it because the wound is being opened every day.
Mhm. Then you
So
also have to keep this mask on, like you don't feel nothing and you just keep moving forward.
yeah, and it's that, and then it's also like being someone like in a leadership position, you get held to this higher standard. So like somebody might berate you and cuss you out or whatever, and then people be like, "Oh well, and they having their mental health issues, and you shouldn't say nothing." It's like, okay, I understand that like everything that they saying probably has nothing to do with me, but they're saying it to me. So at what point do I get to be a human being and give it back?
Hmm.
So that's what I was.
I like that.
Anybody else got something they want to add to it?
In response to the question, I don't know. I don't have anything.
Okay. Well, when was the last time you cried about something you said you were over?
Oh, the last time I cried. I'm a crybaby. I cry every day. Shit, I feel
Look
like
at Nick. I want to talk about restrooms.
you gotta cry once a day to keep the drama away.
She's like,
Restroom,
girl, y'all keep talking until we get to the restroom part. Do anybody? I think all of us some soldiers. We all perfect. We ain't crying about nothing. We ain't going through nothing. Everything is good. We handling and we're moving. So we'll move on to the next question. Then, what are you afraid of? What happen if you finally slow down and feel it? For me, I feel like I'll I'll crash into a deep, deep level of depression that I've been running from for years. And the reason why I say that is because I like in the being in the field of the work, trying to save people and heal people and create safe spaces for everyone else. I don't know how hard and how dedicated I have been for creating those same spaces for myself. And over the past year, since 2014, I kind of experienced some things like I lost my mother, which was my biggest cheerleader, my biggest support system, and someone I looked up to, someone I poured my heart to, someone I trusted, and would and loved me unconditionally without all the extra shit. When I lost him, I felt like I lost most of myself, and to be strong as the person I had said I was becoming, and as a leader, I had tried to make it look as if I was strong, but every day I still deal with like issues to where I think about my mother, and I haven't really just slowed down and just be like, Poker, you done lost your mother, you done lost your grandmother, you done lost some of your closest friends and stuff. And I think I shy away from like actually thinking about it. And I keep people around me and I keep the noise and I keep myself busy. So that I don't really have to think about it, because if I stop and slow down and really thought about it, I don't think it'd be good for me moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that.
That's something that you can't really tell about you, Poker.
Yeah, because since 2014 is 2026, I have conditioned myself to be okay, conditioned myself to believe that I got everything under control and it doesn't hurt me. But it can be something so simple as a call from the school saying, "Are you going to come to Dallas's mother and son dance?" That would cause me to like break completely down to where I have to step back for a full day and gather myself together, because I still haven't really just dealt with the fact that I lost my sister, and even dealing with like losing my mother and stuff. I haven't dealt with it. I'm so this I'm so removed from dealing with it that I haven't even put a gravestone on my mother's grave yet. And I don't talk about that to people, but I'm just not ready to deal with like the fact that my mother is gone, and I don't want to see her name on. I don't want to see a picture on a T-shirt. I don't want to see her name on the ground. I'm just not dealing with it. So what I'm doing is keeping myself busy, but it's showing up in my health. It's showing up in my weight and all those different other showing up all type of ways, and the way I am in friendships, relationships, and everything. So it's showing up all type of ways, and it's something I've been carrying with me for years that I don't really share with the people around me, because I don't want it to be looked upon as a weakness or whatever the hell I'm pretending to be. But it is something I'm carrying that I'm afraid to slow down and really think about and deal with. But I
Why?
am seeing the aftermath of me not dealing with it. It's starting to show up as I age.
It sounds like you know the problem and you know the solution. Why
Hmm.
haven't you done this? Because what I've told you before, you still haven't gotten any closure. It sounds to me like the closure you need is to do exactly what you said you hadn't done yet, which is to
Hmm.
get your mother a headstone. Finally, go ahead and sit down, look at it, and say, hey, she's gone. She's still with me, but she's gone. Let me have this. This is in memorial to her. And get that feeling out. Because as long as you keep hoarding it, it's going to keep showing up. So you know the solution, baby. Why haven't you done it?
Yeah, just as a trans person, honey, we're taught to that our feelings don't matter. We be strong for everybody else. We mask up and all this other stuff. I don't even know if I know how to deal with it. So I just keep moving forward because that's what I know how to do. Even like from feeling neglect and all these different other feelings that I have, like growing up and being able to hide who I am and all this stuff. I know how to hide things. I don't really know how to deal with things that I
Do,
really, really need to deal with that's harming me. And I
do,
think transitioning was one of the first times that I stepped up and was just like, hey, This is my moment. This is what I'm gonna do for me. And that's one thing, but a lot of other things I should have been that strong minded and that willing to sacrifice friendships and all the different things I done lost along the way. So I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know how to accept it. I don't know how to move from it. And I just rather just put it to the side and say I'm gonna come back to it and just eventually never come back to it and just keep moving forward. But yeah, that's something that I'm carrying with me that's really, really heavy. And the older I get, the more I think it's impacting my lifestyle.
You need to do that.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
You talked about two things. Kind of being worried about how people would view you. And I think like that's a common thread. Like even though people like as trans people, we try to like put on our Teflon and we be like, I don't care. Like it hurts when people view you in a certain way. You
Mhm.
know,
Hmm.
that fear of being perceived, I think that's something that we all carry. But, I hope that you're able to process and not let that stop you from getting, what you need. I think
Yeah.
it's one of the loneliest feelings in the world to look around and realize you've been saving everybody else, but you abandoned you. You
Hmm.
know,
I
I
agree.
agree.
Oh, I agree.
I absolutely agree. Yeah. But I think well, I know us as trans people, we talk to we have to be strong because we don't want to look like we already got this big target on us that we don't exist. So we have to show up in every space being the strongest that we can be so that people can respect us. Because with everything going on in this world and stuff, it's just like people don't have no respect. And I had to get out of character today because I was at the thing getting my registration done, and this guy misgendered me, and he misgendered me, and was confident and was okay, and it wasn't just because my ID has female and everything, but he felt comfortable enough to misgender me, and was doing it like in a sense of like trying to be bold, and I had to let him know that ain't no hole in my blood, and you gonna respect me because I'm human first, and I almost had to get gut bucket with this man, and it's just crazy how when people figure out that you are trans, they look at it as a opportunity to beat down on somebody or disrespect somebody, and it's kind of like with legislation, they kind of justify, they almost justifying that it's okay to make us uncomfortable to exist. And I'm sorry, but I I ain't there yet, and all everything that's going on and stuff, and it's I'm all over the place, but I
Oh,
just I
you
just got a
good.
lot going through my mind right now.
You good. You sound like you need this right now.
Come on, talk, sis. Come on.
I ain't there yet, and I'm just not there yet. But even when I'm like going through it mentally and I got something on my mind and stuff, it's just I have to be strong enough to know that to show people that no, you're gonna respect me. You're not gonna misgender me, and it's not okay for you to do that and make me feel uncomfortable. Because bitch, I'll make you feel uncomfortable.
exactly.
So that was really uncomfortable on top of everything that's going on. But that's why I have to show because I don't want people to think it's a weakness. I don't want to walk around with my head down and feel like, oh, I'm poor little pug. That ain't what I want you to see. I want you to know you got the right bitch. Even when I'm at my lowest, you got the right bitch. You know. So yeah,
I don't think you should ever get comfortable with being disrespected. Like
yeah, I
your
won't
reaction is spot on.
win, lose, or draw. I won't.
Mm-mm.
Because at the very minimum, the least you can do is respect a person because they're human,
Right.
and that's
Right.
that's not hard. That's not hard to do.
Nope. And it don't cost you
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. But
Do you
how do we not carry that on to the next day?
Yeah.
Get it out your system when it
I
happens.
always give myself a time limit on stuff. Like I try to be like, okay, I'm be pissed off about it for the rest of the day. I ain't gonna talk about it tomorrow. Or
Mm.
if I don't have that long, then I'll be like, okay, I'm finna be mad for 30 minutes and I'll be pissed off. And I might call my best friend and vent for 30 minutes straight. And then she'd be like, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Usually we only hold on to it when we felt like we haven't avenged ourselves, meaning we felt like we didn't say enough or we didn't
Right.
get across
Mhm.
our point. So we go home with it thinking, damn, I should have said this, or damn, I should have handled it like this.
Mhm.
I have learned because I've had to deal with that as well. People
Mhm.
thinking they know something about me. And But that's the key right there. They think they know something about you. That man don't know what's in between your legs and how you were born. He just assumes something, and they
You knew it
assume that,
after I checked his ass.
and they assume
And I
that
believe
about
you did it too.
well, they no, they assume that about females too. So it would have been
Mhm.
easy for me to say, "Excuse me, go get your manager." And have that manager. I am a woman, and this man is trying to be. I don't know what he's accusing me of, but I don't like his tone. And bitch, he'd have been all kinds of reprimanded. And that's how I've started to handle it now because you don't know what I am, and my ID says this, so you don't get to make assumptions about me, not without me getting you in trouble.
Mhm.
I agree.
Right.
I gotta get there.
Yeah, but then another thing, it's challenging because you as a trans woman, you know it's always gonna probably be another trans woman that entered this space. And when you go through those moments and stuff, you have to balance is this a teachable moment? Is this a check that bitch moment? Or is this just something you walk away from to protect yourself and keep
When it's
yourself out of
somebody
harm's
being
way?
ugly and purposely disrespectful, that's not a teachable moment.
That's a check that whole moment. A
That's
smack
not
that
a
whole
teach.
moment.
That's not somebody you can teach. That's somebody who was trying to be disrespectful, and that's when you try to get them fired.
I'm screaming.
Or you whoop
I ain't
their
trying
ass.
to jeopardizing somebody's job.
I don't know about getting them fired,
Oh
but
no,
bitch,
no, no! Let me tell you something. I have no qualms about jeopardizing your job. You can lose your livelihood behind disrespecting me, and I don't mind that
Mhm.
because if you thought it was okay to hurt me that way in front of all these people, then I'm going to find it okay to hurt you that way.
And then you also got to think about as a someone who has a business. So if you want good representation of your company or your organization or who you're working for, and you want people to know first thing, customers are right, and you want to make sure that customers feel welcome to always follow back up and come back and receive whatever you have to offer. So
Exactly.
if you have someone treating you like that on the team and stuff, you probably the best step probably to do is to go tell the person next on the chain the
Yeah,
line.
exactly. Because I don't care what you are. No boss wants his employers talking to customers like that. If
Hmm.
regardless of how minimal they thought their disrespect was, no boss wants their customer because you spend money there.
Hmm.
You're somebody who's patronizing there, and whether the boss knows what you are or not, he wants your money. And what he's not
Hmm.
going to do is sacrifice your money behind this employee's ignorance. So
Right.
it's that. Let me tell you something. I will get your ass fired, Miss Gender Mentor.
She gonna get your ass fired. I'm gonna beat your ass. We got two different ways that we coming at you, honey. Cause you would not be disrespecting me, and I ain't going to go get that motherfucker out. Your manager walk up, I tag that ass too. And what I can't handle, I got something that's gonna hold your ass. That's why I'm a faithful member at Eagles Gun Range, honey.
Okay.
Cause I'm not gonna play with you when
Um,
it comes to me.
hello.
I just got too much on my mind. It's just ain't nobody safe. And I hate to be like that, but child, these people is at our neck, and we don't know shit. People
But
people ain't moving like they used to move no more.
let me tell you what happened to me once and what made me stop going off. I used to go off on folks when they would do that to me, like, "Bitch, who are you talking to? Do you not know just all that?" And make a real loud example out of them. I made a loud example out of this one nigga one time, and what I heard with my own ears is people around the area saying, "Look, that is a man," because I started going off
Hmm.
and I started lighting up, and it made me think, well, damn, now I'm presenting myself as exactly what he called me. Now I'm making everybody else. I've let everybody else around into my tea. See, everybody in there don't know your tea. He just think he do. But the minute you start giving into that, you start letting everybody else around know. When if you just keep your womanhood on and say, hey, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let me speak to your manager.
Baby, if my womanhood means that I have to let somebody hold me or someone disrespect me and just remain and I'm a work in progress, I'm trying to change, I'm trying to be a better version of myself every day, but it's just parts of me to where it gets to a point where I don't give a fuck what nobody feels in this space, because if you felt some type of way, you probably would have been an ally and stood up and checked him before I had to get out of character. So if you ain't doing it, you feel the same way, and you confirming or justifying me cutting up and protecting myself, or having a voice and speaking up for myself is me getting out of my womanhood, then fuck you. So
I agree with
I don't
that.
agree with you there.
I just had a similar situation
I
about
do,
with
but I
my
don't.
boss, with my boss, with my boss.
Are
Because
you saying something, Courtney?
I am saying something. Can you not hear me?
Fuck a
She's
respect.
talking.
Okay, you can hear me. Everybody else can.
We
Yeah, I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Okay, so I just had a similar situation with my boss. The first time he
Mhm.
did it, like I was just asking about vacation time because the company just got sold and all the other stuff. So I was just asking him like about vacation time, and he just kept on insinuating like he was like I was talking. He kept on saying, "Sir, sir, sir," and and everybody is around me just looking like. I mean, everybody know, but it's just the same thing. Like girl, everybody know what my job, so it really don't matter. But he's like, sir, 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 girl. So on Super Bowl Sunday, he sends out a group text, and I respond. I've been drinking just a little bit. So I respond to his text through the group chat. So he decides that he wants to call me, and so he gets to doing the same stuff on the phone, and I had immediately stopped him, like, yo, say, those those are not my pros. Those are not my pronouns. Those are not my pronouns. And if you can't call me by the pronouns that I choose to be called by, just call me Courtney, because that's my name illegally by birth. So just call me by my name.
Is that something you think you could take to HR?
No, I don't want to take it to HR because I think he's a cool person. I don't really care about all that other stuff. Like, just don't do that just to be like trying to be cute. Like, just trying to be cute because you got an attitude. I don't care about any of that because you ain't never did that before. But you got an attitude because something happened today and you got your ass up here at late at night.
But
So don't get the attitude with me. And I told him, I said, because it seemed like you had an attitude about something. And he said, no, I ain't got no attitude. Like we the only two black people there.
Oh, and he black? Oh, God.
Yeah.
but,
And we
but
the only two black people there. And I was like, I respect you, but you're gonna respect me too. And we had a long conversation with all that other stuff about his store. How he should run his store. Like you gonna I don't know what you done did with your life, but baby, I'm in school right now for getting a business degree in management and leadership. Okay. So girl, don't do it.
and not just particularly this situation, your situation you just had, but just in general. One thing that we tend to do is when we're working with somebody, or we're friends with somebody, and we've been such long, we just assume, oh well, they know, so it's okay. They might slip every now and again, or they'll call me sir, so I just let it go. But you have to understand, no matter every single time, even if you letting it go, every single time you hear that chips away at you.
It did.
Anytime somebody says sir, it chips away at you. So
It
you
did.
can't take the idea that, oh well, he's cool, so I just let it go, and he just be doing that because now you're excusing it. Now you're making excuses for him doing it. And that's what happens throughout our life. We tend to make excuses for people doing it. Oh well, they knew me before, so it's kind of hard for them, or they not used to it, or they already no. If you're going to ever get respect for your womanhood, you've got to demand it always from whoever.
Mhm.
And when you start making excuses and letting people fly with that shit, they continue doing it. And I
Is
know that as cool as he may be, that still chips away at you every time you hear it. I know it feels like needles in your fucking ear.
Oh, I was upset the whole night when he did it. I was upset the whole night because I came in good spirit, and then he did that, and then it upset me the whole night. I wanted to really like fight him, but I had to like go through the work process or whatever. So, and back to the customers is always right. The customer's not always right, and we live in a generation now. The customer is not always right. The customer is not always right. We live in a generation now where that is that's what they think when it's really not. In my job, they'll come up there with their bullshit, especially these black people, come up with their bullshit talking about that they don't bought this, that, and the other, and they ain't got no receipt, or they don't picked up a receipt off the ground. And you know what I'm saying? We good with memory there. So you know what I'm saying? The customer's not always right. And I've been called all kinds of punk facts and all that other stuff at y'all. I do not care. Cause ain't nobody, none of y'all ain't helping me pay this car note.
I think
Right.
that's good about, especially like with the topic we're talking about. We masking that we don't care, but really, it really fucks with us.
Right.
The reason I don't care because I know what type of neighborhood I live in, and I know what type of girls good girls y'all on, honey, and how y'all come up in here stinking like sewer water because that's how your apartment smell. Like I don't have time for all that. I don't have time for all that to be going back and forth with somebody who got 3 or 4 kids and you ain't got no baby daddy in the car.
Oh, they're fine, but that ain't got nothing to do with me and my respect that you're gonna give me.
Give me the
And when
respect
it
that
comes to a situation like a job or a place of employment and stuff, the easiest thing to do ain't jump down, nobody throw it, nothing like that. But you have to, even because when, like you just said, like when he was doing it all night and you was mad and you probably was trying not to show it. But I'm sure if you got customers and stuff coming in there, people can sense that something's wrong with you because your energy, especially if you have like regulars that come through and
yeah.
stuff, they know like you in his job for you, and so you that is a conversation that need to be had with maybe your employer, so that they can know that him misgendering you is causing you not to be able to perform at your best.
Because it starts from the top. When the
Mm-hmm.
managers and the bosses can disrespect you, then of course customers can come in and think that they can disrespect you too. If
Mm-hmm.
if the customers come in and they call you all kinds of he's, but the manager come from way back and says, ma'am, and calls you starts referring to you as a woman, they see that the bosses respect you, even if they don't.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And you at least need that respect from the people you working for that you have to clock in for every goddamn day.
I remember, Poker, you telling
And
somebody.
if not, maybe that's not the space you need to be.
Oh girl, I'm trying to find something else different, Poker.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
know me. I'm out here in these streets trying to find a better job. And I just did a 2-day gig at the UPS and I had a fabulous time. I was so excited working there and working in a new
Mm-hmm.
space. Breaking out of my shell is one of the things that I fear. And it's something I'm still healing on, like breaking out of that, just being in one spot. I done got too comfortable at this place, and I need a new challenge. I mean, I didn't mind the bruises on my hands and my feet and ankles be swollen and my knees hurting, but I had a good time at that job, just being in a different environment.
Trying
Dre,
some.
what was you working the Underground Railroad or something?
No, girl, after okay, so during the Super Bowl, they had this QR code on the TV for the Lay's potato chips for their commercial. And girl, everybody in America in the UK or whatever they watched the Super Bowl at, who scanned that QR code got a free bag of chips from Lay's. And you know how many people scanned that code? They watched the Super Bowl? A lot. Like a lot, a lot. Like it was 2 day gig.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so fun and it was of course, you know, you know. But it was so much fun, and it was just
Oh, you must have met some new trade. You got some new trade.
it was just a fun experience. It's just a fun experience, and that's why I'm so excited about trying to find another job that's gonna be just as fun. Like the new people, just to talk to other people. Of course, I had Trey, little Mexican Trey, standing beside me trying to get into my gig, but it was fun.
Okay. What you
I
about to
think
say,
that's
something,
like
Akasha?
I think that was like one of the main reasons why I'm going back to school so I can get out the field that I've been in for years. Um, because I've had so many issues with the disrespect of not just my coworkers but my higher ups with misgendering and um, I've been fired because of who I am,
Me
not
too.
just once but multiple times.
Me too.
You said you've been fired, but so when you're fired for what was the reasoning that they was firing you?
So the first time they didn't even hide it. They was like, "Oh, you signed a contract um that you will obtain the grooming standards." And I'm like, "What am I doing that's not a part of the grooming standards?" "Oh, you can't have long hair." Okay, I cut it. So, cut my hair, it was still an issue. You can't have um no makeup. Okay, stop wearing makeup. So basically it ran down to, oh, you want me to dress like a boy, that's what you're trying to tell me.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Ah, okay. That's not gonna happen.
So how dressed down do you have to be to wear a security outfit?
No, this is not security. This was corrections.
Okay. So what is correction like a what?
Correctional officer. I'm pretty much working. I work in the prison. I work
Okay.
with inmates all day. So when working, they try to give every excuse under the book. Oh yeah, having long hair. No, you have long hair. Inmates can grab it and pull. Okay, I cut it short, or I change the hairstyle to a shorter length, and it was still an issue. There was
But they don't
before I
have a problem
even
with women correction officers having long hair, it's just you.
the crazy thing. There was a female, a cis woman with hair that hit the ground
Right.
that worked there.
Exactly.
So it's different. So if so before I even touched the floor, they was already having discussions about me, wondering, oh, is that a boy or is that a girl? And I had to check that because one, you're not first off, you're not gonna do that in front of an inmate. What you're not gonna do is because you're gonna put me in danger
Hmm.
Hmm.
because most of the time I'm by myself, even though I can handle my own. Because you think you're gonna run up, a whole different story.
Hmm.
But it's just me on the floor by myself, and I can't call y'all because y'all know y'all not gonna come run to my aid if I need y'all. So when I had to sit down with the warden and I actually had that conversation of now this is not just affecting me personally, but it's also affecting me my work because I could get injured or worse.
Yeah.
I think
So
life is just so hard and we all trying to survive and stuff, but I really hate the idea of providing any kind of services to companies and organizations and stuff that are really don't have my best interests. And it gets tricky because all of us trying to pay bills and live these lifestyles and but it is really disturbing to know that we have to be at these places and work for them like we're slaves while they continue to create systems and stuff that belittle us and just tear us down and apart while we build their money. We gotta figure something out because this is not okay.
What can we figure out?
Okay, can you hear me?
That's why entrepreneur is such a big thing when it comes to trans women and stuff. That's why we get into sex work, anything. I think us as trans women, we're getting into all these different type of avenues of where we're working for ourselves, so that we don't have to deal with the discrimination, the put downs, and all the different the hate and stuff that's in these spaces where that we go to try to seek employment in and stuff. And so that's why all of us got our own businesses now. But that's one thing. But another problem I see on top of having your businesses, we don't support each other. And I don't think we connect to I don't think we make that connection that when we create these organizations, these different companies like Chloe, your t-shirt line and stuff, if you don't support me with the t-shirt line, I'm not able to put food on my table. But if you support me with the t-shirt line, it's a possibility that I can build a bigger organization or a bigger company to where I can give you an opportunity to be an employee so you don't have to be working in these toxic environments.
Right.
I don't think we get that connection and stuff, and we continue to wake up every morning, go put our hard earned and mask up and put on these it's okay. We're trying to pay bills, fuck how they feel and everything. We gotta do to survive. I don't think we really but one, we're not in a position to be able to just stand up and be like, I'm not taking this. I'll leave you, find somebody else to do it. We're not in a position there because we just don't have the money. And it's a struggle. Every day is a struggle. So it's hard. I just want to throw that out there.
That's what I had a conversation with my girls the other day about sisterhood. What does sisterhood what does it look like to you? Like how would you and what do would you want your sisterhood to look like?
Right.
Because sisterhood could be different for everybody. Just like womanhood, it's different variety of what a womanhood look like. So we
So when
had,
I when
huh?
would you asking a question or you was
No,
making a statement?
I can ask. Yeah, I want to know, like, what does sisterhood look like to everybody that's on the panel?
So when I think of sisterhood, I think of a circle of strength. Knowing that where my weaknesses are, is going to be someone in the circle of strength, and also a group of individuals who get me and has patience with me, graceful, and that brings some type of joy in my life. So when I think about sisterhood, that's 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 what sisterhood looks like to me.
Hmm. To me, sisterhood kind of
And
give.
you know what? I can honestly say, my sister's circle ain't perfect, but I'm thankful for everybody that's within my circle because each one of them brings something to my life that makes me a better person.
Yeah, I
So
think
when I
that
think of sisterhood, I think about sister circle.
when I think about sister circles, I think about people us having.
Chloe, you ain't saying nothing. What's
I
up?
am. I am. You can't hear me. I've been talking this whole time. It's you. You got to respect. I've been trying to say that, girl. I know you can't hear me. Anyways, for me, I think it's about having people surrounding you that y'all look out for each other. And
I can't even hear you no more.
oh damn. Okay, refresh, refresh.
Yeah, refresh. I just had to refresh.
I have been talking this whole time, Bucket. And I knew you. I felt like you couldn't hear me.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
I
hear
do.
you, baby.
I know. Okay, so I feel like as far as like the sister circle thing goes, I think that it's people that's gonna have our best interests at heart. But not only they look out for you, but you look out for them. So it's like a two-way street. It's not just a one-way street. I
Hmm.
think that it's about pushing each other to become our best selves and not be content with where we're at in life. That's what I look at as like Nico.
Sisterhood to me is a circle of girlfriends minus competition.
Okay,
I
you better
believe
say that.
I believe when girls can be together and not feel one upped by each other's accomplishments and actually be proud of each other's accomplishments.
Hmm.
Actually be happy for one another as opposed to harboring little resentments and about because a lot of one of the reasons why trans women have such a hard time being real good friends and having sister circles is because there's always seems to be an element of competition. One of the reasons why I can hang around Shay and Pocahontas and the rest of you girls is because there's not that element of trying to one up each other. We all can be happy for each other's accomplishments and we can all be just friends, minus the transition, minus the womanhood, minus the whatever, just friends. You know what I mean? To me, that's what it is.
And it don't have to be perfect. It can be
No, it's not
because
perfect.
trust we go through some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I need the sister circle to be able to support me in the midst of going through this shit, or going through these hard times, or going through these times where I'm not my best self, or the times when I just it needs to be just as much I give, I need to be receiving. If not, I don't know what the purpose of the relationship is
Amen.
or the circle.
I agree.
Amen.
I think that it'd be hard. It'd be hard to like pour into something that you feel like you're not getting poured back into. If that makes sense, like
Mhm.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think that also comes
I
with being
think it'd be hard to pull in because we also come from a place of where we've been hurt before, and
right.
the trauma of what those relationships looking like, starting from home and dealing with neglect and dealing with growing up and then transitioning and losing so many people and stuff. You just don't know like who's around for the long run or who's around for a period of time because everybody show up as if they're going to be around for a long period of time. And you find out those people who come in swinging hard at the beginning, they fall short at the end
Yeah.
and they
And
fall
that,
off.
and with that, I mean that's life. People
Mm-hmm.
come, people go. If you're here, you're here. But
Mm-hmm.
when that time for you to leave, then the door is always going to be open for you. Maybe to come back if we can an adult conversation. But I'm not going to hold you here if you don't want to be here.
I
Mm-hmm.
get
Mm.
that too. Ooh, I get that.
But sometimes, like you got, like I got a friend that I had really, really got comfortable with and let her all in my space, and I just love her. And when it was time to go, it was like it was time to go. But then I can't lie and say it didn't hurt my feelings, and it still fucks with me because I had created this bond with this person that it goes past friendship now. I really feel like you my sister, and I feel like we don't went through some stuff together, but it hurts because I don't have to let you go, and I done pulled into another person that was against me and not for me. And yeah, it's life, but I can't keep masking that it fucks with me, and I carry it along, and it triggers over and pours into my next relationships.
Yeah.
And
So
that's why we have to learn how to
mask it.
not mask it,
Mm-mm.
properly grieve. We need to learn
There you
how to
go.
Mm,
properly grieve
There
because
you
we
go.
don't know how, as trans women, as the trans community in a whole, we don't know how to grieve. We don't know
Oh, the
how to let
word.
go.
Oh,
so how do you grieve when you have to continue to be strong so that you won't feel like you've been attacked?
Then you get it, you let it out. You if that's screaming, that's crying, that's cussing, that's going to go hit something. I used to go to a field with my gun and I used to shoot just to go shoot because it's just to release that negative energy off of me and to
Mm-hmm.
accept it. And that's the key word is once you let it off of you, accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And once
yeah.
you accept it, then you move forward.
Yeah.
But if you cannot accept it, you're going to be stuck in the same place in this big loop, in this big cycle that you're just stuck in. It's just
It sounds so easy to do, but it ain't that easy.
I was just gonna
it's
ask so
not easy. It's not easy at all. That's where therapy come in. That's where
Mm-hmm.
really good friends come in, where you can have a shoulder to cry on, or some older wisdom is there.
Your
But
sister circle.
once you release, and sometimes they help you or guide you in the right direction to release it.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think that it's possible to relieve somebody of the circle, like being in the circle amicably, or do you feel like it's always got to be through a fight or like an argument or something like that? Like, have y'all ever went to somebody and like broke it off amicably?
Yes, all the time. Like it's
Yeah.
with those, it's rare
Hmm.
because pride gets in the way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for you when no one else was there for you. I did this for you and I did that for you and I went for backs for you. So it's pride.
Hmm.
But there is, if you have a sense of maturity and we both say, okay, you have done some things, I have done some things, you have hurt me, I hurt you. I don't think this is going to work out.
Hmm.
Let's separate peacefully and just go. I'm not saying, I wave high and bye, but that's it.
Yeah.
maybe
Now,
later down the road where we have a little more maturity, maybe we can have a sit down and have a conversation, and we ain't gonna be close like we used to be, but we can have that conversation.
Yeah.
now
I think
let me throw something in there too. What about, let's talk about like when you create these circles and stuff and you bring somebody to the circle, but you experience some bad blood and they get tension between you and that person and you release them respectfully out of the circle, but because you have created such a tight circle, other people in the circle still are involved with this person. Then you create this type of feeling to where now you side eyeing your sisters that's been around for years and that you have a strong bond with, trying to figure out like if you know someone hurt me or you know someone that took me through some stuff, how are you my sister and you don't feel no type of way about the same person that
let
done
me
took
say
So
someone you
let me
supposed to
say
curse?
something
Uh-huh.
real quick. Number one, no good deed goes unpunished.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, you can be a good sister to somebody, and they take that and run with it, and run off and
Mm-hmm.
disrespect and do all kinds of stuff. Trust that when they no longer have you, they hurt and they're just as much affected by it as you do, even though they try not to
Mm-hmm.
show it. So that you don't have to feel like you just completely poured into somebody because they feel no longer poured into when they leave you. They see what they've missed when they leave you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can live in the knowledge of that. But secondly, I've always felt like uh, that my life is a movie starring me. And I have
Mm-hmm.
co-stars, I have extras, I have people that come for a few seconds, I have people that come and stay for a few
I
years.
like that.
But everybody ain't gonna live to the end of the story but me. I'm the one that lives to the end of the story. So
Mm-hmm.
whoever makes it there with me, some co-stars make it to the end with you, and that's all good. Some don't. But you have to realize that you have to take the idea that nothing is permanent, not even your life. Nothing is permanent.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's time for this chapter to end, it's time for this chapter to end. And I know sometimes it's hard, but sometimes you just have to look at it that way.
But
I've
how do you
never,
end the chapter, like realistically end the chapter when that person is steady
but
around everybody that you
this
have?
is what I'm going to talk about.
it's
And you know that there was a time when me and Nicole were like this.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her didn't talk for damn near 12 years before she died. And everybody still, my friends still knew her. They still, you know what I'm saying? Once somebody even brought her to my house when we were talking. And I was like, okay, well, girl, I don't care. And I let it go. And even though I was civil, me and her still didn't just talk. One thing I've learned is that, and we know this with boyfriends and relationships. I was taught this by my mom because I would bring a boyfriend over. They would really, really like him. My last husband, they really liked him, but when I got pissed at him, they would still always ask me, "Well, where's Ron? Where's Ron at?" And I'd be like, "I don't fuck with that motherfucker," but they like him.
Mm-hmm.
You better have some.
And, and so
Have
you
some
have to
first.
understand when you bring everybody's not gonna have the same relationship with somebody that you have. They find different things to like about each other. They find different things. So whereas I might be not be able to stand Nicole because of what she did to me, that don't mean she did the same thing to you. And that doesn't mean you have a reason to
Y'all see
hate.
the comment?
So I can't.
Mm-hmm.
So what all I could do is understand that in this moment, it's my relationship with her that's a problem, not everybody else's relationship with her that's a problem. And I have to be mature enough to let them have their relationship with her. And you'll learn over time that if that person is toxic enough, everybody else will begin to see how toxic they are. You just let that play out, even though it may be hard. Because again, just because somebody else is friends with somebody you don't like doesn't mean that they suddenly become your enemy too. They
Right.
just have a different relationship with that person than you did. And it's just that simple.
I agree.
And you have to kind of learn to just realize that and let things like that go. There are a lot of girls that I ain't necessarily crazy about, but all my friends love. So I'll just sit quietly if I have to. I'll be cordial, you know what I'm saying? I just don't have to let them into my life completely. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
And that's just how you have to look at it, because again, you're not going to be able to stop people from forming relationships with each other, especially if you bring somebody else into the mix.
Right.
Yeah, but bitches be weird. We can't just play like bitches ain't weird. Sometimes I have witnessed some of my sisters in my circle create relationships after they know that somebody done harmed me or done moved weird about me. And it seems like every time I've experienced like going through something with a person, certain friends befriend them people. And it just be like, girl, y'all weren't even cool when we was cool and you didn't accept them. But why when we get into it, then you go befriend these people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So people be moving weird and just be having you question like
People's motives.
your friendships and stuff. So how do you
Pretty
keep a
appreciation.
healthy relationship with boundaries? And Miko, you do a really, really good job on letting people in, but keeping people at a distance. So like, hey, you in my space, but you can only step this far. But oh, you don't come no closer today. Even with me and stuff. Like I know we have a really tight relationship, but you keep a safe space between how deep our relationship go. Like you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. And
Well,
and,
and let
and
me tell you why.
when it comes to people that
Because
done
you are
been
my
through, like
daughter.
not saying you haven't been through nothing, but be vulnerable and need people and stuff and need to sometimes people get past that guard that you keep up and they get
Well,
really, really close. And
honestly,
I'm still trying to
you are
kick it.
one of you are one of the few
huh?
people who has gotten past that. But
Give me
that's
some
because
money, baby.
I do
Gotta have
consider you
money.
my daughter.
Kick it
I
down.
actually I actually genuinely do consider you my daughter. So you're one of the people who have gotten past that point with me. However, I also know that you're the community mother. You're the community mother. So every little trans person, gay person in the community comes to you. And that's
Mm,
one of the reasons why I keep a social distance, not an emotional distance, a social distance. Because again, I don't want everybody in my world. I don't want
right.
some of the people you have around you in my world. You know, some of these people they have around you might be cool, but they're not for me. I know the
Yeah,
kind of
some of these
people that are
bitches
for
I
me.
don't want around me. Shoot.
Right.
So I feel you.
I
And
leave.
so I'm not a rude person, so I'm not gonna just tell you, no, I don't like that bitch.
Tramp.
But I will
What happened?
keep my distance so that you know those are your crew. That's your crew. That's fine. It's just not my crew. You go hang with your crew. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it because again, I have to protect my sanity. I'm trying to work. I'm still working on myself as well. So I'm trying to figure out how the right way to deal with things myself. And in doing so, I have to protect myself. So you are one of the few people who has broken down that emotional barrier with me. But it's very hard
Mhm.
for the social barrier because again, I'm not that much a social person. And
Right.
when you have too
Mhm.
many people around you, I get social anxiety. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if I want these people around me.
Screaming.
Yeah.
Miko, you get social anxiety?
Yes, girl. I don't like big
Nico is not
crowds.
a
I don't
people
like a whole
person.
lot of different
Oh,
people.
trust me, I know she's not a people person. I know.
Yeah. I'm not really not. And I want to be, but I'm not. People only find me nice and friendly after they've gotten to know me. Before
Mhm.
then, they think I'm a stuck-up bitch, and it's not because I'm trying to be, and it's not because
That's
I'm
what it
trying to come
gives.
out that way.
That's what it
It,
gives.
it's not that I'm trying to be. It's just that I have to know you before I can get comfortable enough to you to play and joke and tell, you know what I'm saying, and have fun and laugh. I have to know you well enough to know we have that kind of rapport. If otherwise, I feel like I'm trying too hard. Like when I be like that night at the club when I told you them children will pass by me and I was trying to smile to let them know that I'm not a mean bitch. I'm cool. You can say
I'm just a
something to me.
cautious bitch. I'm just cautious.
Right. But but that gives me social anxiety because I feel like
Mhm.
I don't want to feel like I'm trying to make people like me. And I don't want to feel like I'm begging for people to like me. Either you like me or you don't. And
Mhm.
I've learned to be cool with that.
Um, they said somebody just said, "Do you think people are required to tell a date that they are biologically male?" A date,
A date.
like a client? I don't see no prostitutes up here, baby. We all working women.
No, I don't think they mean a date because the date should already know. You
Oh,
mean
okay.
like
I
a
mean, it depends on where you posting your ad at and where you
Right.
meeting this person at. Are
right.
you
You mean like somebody asking you on a date? Should
Or
they
no,
know?
let's say if they are trans female and look like a woman. I'm so confused.
I
Okay, I
mean,
kind of get what they're asking.
mhm.
Is when, I guess, when is it comfortable to spill the tea? Um,
when it's safe?
exactly.
When I'm getting ready.
When I got them
It's not.
coins in my hand? No.
It's
What?
not. It's not.
Girl,
People,
what?
men have to understand that that right there is not on your timing. That's my story to tell you on my timing when I'm comfortable, when I'm ready to let you know and let you in. And that might be because we're getting serious, and then it may not be. I mean, it's my decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a safety thing. People don't understand. They think, oh, well, and let me just tell a story that I've told several times. Telling your tea can be just as dangerous as not telling your tea.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a club with some fish friends of mine, and we were chilling. And of course, when we're in the club, I dance with them to give the kind of lesbian
Oh, I
vibe so
remember
that
this.
trade won't bother me. Well, there's big old buff trade standing at the corner of the dance floor and trying to get my attention while I was dancing with my homegirl. And I was ignoring the shit out of him. I wouldn't even look at him just because in that moment I just wanted to be fish. I didn't want to have to tell nobody tea. I didn't want to have to go through all that. So I was just dancing with her. He could see that I was ignoring him. So he sent his cousin to ask me why I was ignoring him. And I made the mistake of telling his cousin, well, he doesn't know that I'm not a woman. I'm trans. And his cousin looked at me like, oh. He walked back. Now, mind you, at this point, I'm looking to see what's fixing to happen. He walked back to his cousin to tell him, and out of his mouth, I watched the words come out of his mouth. That's a man.
But that's what you said. I'm not a
Well,
woman.
I mean, but it just, I actually said, I'm not a woman. He doesn't know that I'm trans. But he walked back to his cousin and said, that's a man.
Well, you probably should say,
But
well,
his,
I'm a trans woman.
but his homeboy looked at me, but the big nigga looked at me and mouthed the words, so I don't care. What's up? His cousin looked at him crazy as hell when he did that. Then went off to tell the group of niggas that they came with that he was flirting with a trans woman. They all came and surrounded him and started giving him some lecture or something. By this time, me and my girlfriend are getting off the dance floor, go sitting at one of the bar tables.
Mm.
While we're sitting there, they didn't hype this nigga up enough for all of them to come stand in my face. It's about 7 of them, all of them standing in my face with him in front and gonna say, you a man? And I said, yeah, that's what I told your cousin to tell you. Before I knew it, he hit me in my face and knocked one of
And,
my eyelashes off.
and knock one of your who?
One of my eyelashes off.
And what you do?
Well, I was shocked for a minute. Then I hopped up, flew at the pool table, grabbed a couple of pool balls and started chunking them at him. And by that
Oh,
time, they
okay.
started.
That's so kind.
Okay.
But the point was, sometimes men can be down depending on who's with them. If they feel like they have to save face. And if you tell your tea at the wrong time, you could get yourself in trouble. That's why a lot of girls hold their tea until they're in an intimate moment. Some girls don't tell them until they're away from them and can tell them on the phone. Like they'll get their number at the club, then tell them over the phone. Sometimes they'll go on a few dates and decide whether or not they want to fuck the nigga or not before they decide to tell them. When you tell a man can be just as dangerous as when you don't. So
Mhm.
we have to gauge that on whether we feel safe enough to give that kind of information. Because I can guarantee you from that point on, I never told another man inside a club that I was a trans, ever. Never did that again. Just because it let me know that no matter how honest you are, they'll still act a fool.
Baby, I'll be going into the straight club with I'm trans on my shirt.
Fuck that.
No, I
But
don't. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. But y'all know I don't care. I am who I am, and I'm unapologetic about it. I
I
don't
would.
care.
When the
You
trade be
gonna
changing,
respect
I be
me?
like, this ain't what you want, baby. This ain't what you want.
Mm-mm.
I ain't what you think I am.
Oh, and you know what? Oh no, I just give it. Oh no, thank you. I'm not interested.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
oh
thank you.
baby, that's why I keep a piece of steel in my bag just
But
in
you know,
case.
when you tell a man you're not interested in them, they make. So I done did that a few times, and they make men get aggressive.
Yeah, I've seen that happen
No,
too.
yeah.
Guys can get really aggressive. Let me see, shaking head. That's dangerous. Absolutely. And if y'all have questions, send those questions in. We do not mind answering those questions. We're in the last 20 minutes of the show. So if you have questions, let us answer your questions the best way we
Y'all can
can.
join, or y'all can join. You come ask me yourself.
Because
Mm-hmm.
I have been called every name in the book because I denied a man.
Oh, here go a
Mm-hmm.
question. What if, for example, you're going on a Tinder date? Should you put that your trans in your bio? On my profiles, I typically put TS at the beginning of my name, and I feel like that's enough.
I usually
It's
put that on my bios on social things. Now there are some social sites that won't let you put it on there. They'll kick you off.
Ain't Tinder a gay site?
No, I don't think so.
it's
That's fine.
a Tinder is for everybody,
Yeah,
gay,
Tinder's
straight.
You just clicked the wrong.
Mhm.
You clicked the wrong thing, baby. You was checking the wrong boxes, bitch. You put gay or something.
Oh my.
But it's in my bio. I let because before you even open up your mouth to even speak to me or jump in my DM, go read my bio. Because
Yeah,
men don't read.
I ain't got time to.
I definitely think it's important that you go ahead and get that out the way so you know who's worth your time and who's just gonna waste your damn time.
And 50% chance, not even 50. I'm gonna give it a 91% chance. Every last one, I'm gonna still gonna slide in the DM until I tell them I don't deal with DL men. So I need you to go ahead and go over there with that, please and thank you.
What
You'd
type
be
of man you
surprised how
deal
many
with,
of them don't
girl?
even read and don't even
They
understand.
don't.
I've had TS and trans, and I'm a trans all in my bio. They'll still get in my inbox and be surprised. Like I'm trans,
Hmm.
my nigga. It says that on the pro. I didn't read that part. My bad.
But you know, one of my trans attracted sons told me that the girls give him what he want because he act as if he's not attracted to trans. He said when he act like he's not attracted to trans women, the trans women got this thing to where they go in trying to turn him out and change his mind. And that's one thing he said. But then he also said it's something about when you tell a trans girl that it's your first time that makes them go crazy. And I was just like,
Let me tell you
But
something. Trans women also have a bad habit of getting offended that a nigga already know and is attracted to you. Like if a nigga come at you and be like, yeah,
Oh, I know
I
your
think you
T.
fine and sexy. I mean, I already know what it is. I'm sexy, and they get offended by that. Like they're like trade wasn't supposed to know. And I'd be like, well, you have to understand, men who are attracted to trans women know what they're looking for. They
mhm.
Right.
know what they
mm-hmm.
know what they have a tape. They have a type, so they know what they're looking for. And when they spot it, they know it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes even if you fishy as hell, sometimes they still know what they're looking for and know what they're looking at because of maybe some kind of inflection in your voice, maybe some kind of mannerism, maybe some kind of it's something that they look for. And so it's not an offensive thing, but a lot of girls take offense to that, and a lot of girls want to be a man's first for some reason. I have no idea why.
What I used to be before transition, I was trans attracted, and I've going through those stages. I learned a lot about the girls. A lot of them, it's a thrill to be a man's first because it's like, oh, now I can teach you some things. I can show you some things, or show you the way that I want you to perform for me.
A man's first or a trans woman's?
Trans. a trans first. First, this is my first time being with a trans woman, so
Yeah.
Mm.
I think
a lot of the girls train them because they don't have a lot of experience with the trans woman. So I want to train them the way that I want to be pleased.
And they think because I'm your first, he gonna fall in love with me. Because I'm the first one he had, he gonna fall in love. What you don't realize is being his first just opens the floodgates. You're just showing him what's new out
that's so funny because I just had somebody tell me that you would say first, and I feel like you trained them excellently, Mika.
there.
You think a
See,
person
I
is
because I tell because I get a lot of men that comes in my DM that says, "Oh, I never done this before. I never been with a trans woman before." Well, you ain't gonna be with one over here because I'm nobody's experiment, so I'm not gonna let you test the waters over here. Go over there and find somebody else that's gonna do that.
Um,
So,
I,
so it was a question that was asked. Do you think a person is transphobic for a person to not support the LGBTQ religious reasons, even if they treat people with respect and do not judge them?
Yes, and let me tell you why. Because do you think it's racist for a white person to hang around black people and think they're okay, but still think, but I would never get with anybody like that because we're still better than them? My if you're a Mormon, then you believe that black people are not going to heaven because they were the people who didn't help fight in the war between God and that's what Mormons teach, that black people are marked, our skin is black because it's marked. And there are still black people in the church, in the Mormon church. But do
mhm.
you think, and they don't like black people for religious reasons, or they don't dislike black people, they're still respectful, but they don't think black people are getting in heaven for religious reasons. To me, your religious reasons are trash. Why? Because if you have a God that
That
tells you
was
to well, no, let me tell you something. If you have a God that tells you that you're allowed to disrespect any kind of person because of the way they were born, then your God is a problem. And the fact of the matter is, people don't want to believe that LGBTQ people are born the way they are, and that's where the problem starts. They think that we have a choice in this, and therefore we're purposely going against something that they believe. And that's not the case. And until they educate themselves on that, they'll always be stuck in that ignorance. But your ignorance is not an excuse for bigotry. And so until you can educate yourself on how people are actually born, then you are transphobic to me, regardless of your religion.
Mhm. Yeah.
I feel like, see, I'm one of them people that think different. I don't think you're transphobic if you don't see the way I see things the way I see things. But I appreciate you when you still respect me as being a human first. Now, it's a thin line is when you start making me feel uncomfortable, or feeling less than, or pushing me out of potentially keeping me from opportunities because of your religious beliefs. That's where
But
I
that's what that
think it
is.
gets tricky. But if you just respect me and you don't see the way see things the way I see it, that's absolutely fine. What you believe is what you believe, because I don't want you to ever feel like that you have that much power over me where you can change the way I believe. As long as it's not nothing to where it hurts me or put me in harm's way or it takes anything from my table, I think that's fine.
But to me, that's the ultimate taking me away from the table. It's telling me that I can't know God or God can't know me because of what I am. That's the ultimate taking me away from the table. I respect who you are, but I know you ain't going to heaven because God don't like people like you. No, that's an ultimate disrespect to me because I know God. God's in my life. And just
I
because you
guess
don't think he should be doesn't mean he's not there. And so for you to try to take God away
yeah.
from me, God of all people away from me because of what I am, that's just flat out transphobia. I don't care whether you were taught that way or whether you conditioned that way. We're all conditioned certain ways. We're all also conditioned, we're also born with minds to educate ourselves and learn better. So if you're not trying to learn better and understanding that these people exist and they must exist for a reason, and there must be a reason why they're here, if you don't have the wherewithal to understand that, then again, you're trapped in your own ignorance, and I can't succumb to that. I'm not going to succumb to that. Your ignorance is your problem, not mine, and I'm not going to let you make it my problem.
I'm still with what I said earlier.
I mean, I feel like
But
two
I
things
guess
can
I
be.
need to know what do you mean when you don't support people, but you respect people as a whole?
I mean, I feel like two things could be right at the same time. Like, yeah, it, th- at some point there it is covered or coded in transphobia, but on the same note, it this I'm not gonna shove what I if you don't believe in it, that's your opinion, that's your choice. But like I said, it is covered in transphobia. Does it? I don't. Do I think they're transphobic? Maybe not, but I do feel like it's the situation is coded.
It, it's a case by case scenario. I really got to know who you is to be able to determine that.
Yeah, I just kind of want to know like how you separate what respect from support. Like,
Ooh,
how do
um,
you
Good question.
like
That's,
how do you respect someone that you don't support?
How do you support something that you don't respect?
so I believe in respect is given, access is earned. If you don't respect me, you can't have access to me to support me. So I can't. I feel like all of it goes together. So that's just my opinion.
No, she said, I'm very experienced, extremely passable trans woman, but I don't like putting myself out there in public as a trans woman. Is that transphobic? No, it's not. To me, that's safety.
but
To
that's
me,
Yeah,
what
that
that's.
that's
I
said.
don't think I don't think it's everybody's job to be the face of what transness look like. If
exactly.
if you're safe not being out there, and not everybody wants to be, and that's okay. So, no, I don't think that's problematic at all. But now, what becomes problematic to me is when we're fighting for these bills and stuff, and it's affecting you, and you sitting in silence, not in the fear of that harm was worth, but like standing beside and no, I don't think that's a problem because not everybody has to do that neither.
Yeah, I don't think everybody has to martyr themselves for the cause because, like
Hmm.
I said, back in during civil rights days, when black people were getting hosed down by water hoses and kicked off of buses, you had plenty of black people working for white men who
Hmm.
shut their mouth and said because they had self-preservation in mind. They were worried about their family and worried about how their livelihood was going to be affected. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. As long as you're not becoming, as long as you don't live such a cisgender life that you start picking up their ideals, that you start feeling the same way about trans people that they do. Start, okay,
Right.
that's when it becomes transphobic. But if you're just a trans woman living her stealth life, you have every right to do that.
I just don't. I don't think right now we in a space where we have the luxury of just sitting back living step lives. This is like the fight to where all of us as trans people, whether we're experienced, extremely passive trans woman or not, we are out here fighting for our existence, and silence is problematic right now. Because
Silence is
again,
also
and the
protection.
reason why I say that, the reason why I say that, because the people that are representing us are not the people that are extremely passive and trans women. It's the people that don't look like that that stand up. Hey, this is what trans look like, and that's becoming problematic. But for us, it's safe to be living stealth lifestyles and things like that. But we have people that are using their voice to represent us, but not looking like us, and that's what makes it problematic.
I think
And
it would be helpful if more passable girls or more stealth girls did come forward and say, hey, this is what trans woman really looks like. This is who you're really against. The people that you've been working alongside every day, the people you've been respecting every day. This is what it looks like. However, at the same time, not only is it becoming more important for us to be seen, but it's also becoming more dangerous for us to be seen. People are
Mm-hmm.
now outwardly, okay, just like outward racism is happening now, outward transphobia is happening now. Now people are saying it's okay to kill us. It's okay to be against us. It's okay to
Mm-hmm.
harm us because we're trans, because the Bible said so, and all that kind of shit. So when you living in that kind of environment, sometimes self-preservation kicks in first, and you
Mm-hmm.
are more concerned about your world being torn apart behind your tea being exposed than you are, the community. And that's
Yes.
understandable.
Yeah,
Uh,
I agree.
Jose,
But
I asked your husband, can a person support you but not respect you? And it says yes. A person can support you without truly respecting you. Support and respect are related, but they are not the same thing. So a person might help you financially but talk down to you, defend you publicly but dismiss your feelings privately, stay by your side but not see you as an equal. That's support without respect. And the truth is, real healthy support includes respect, because when someone truly respects you, they don't just show up; they honor who you are.
Uh-huh.
That's
Hmm.
what your husband said.
I agree with that.
mm, my man, my man, my man.
Thank you.
Thanks for the clarity, baby.
You're welcome. You can always call him 24 hours a
Yeah.
day.
It was a question that was asked that was
Which one?
decision and actions. Absolutely. It was a question that was asked. Are you able to go back?
Oh yeah, which one is it? Is it
I think
this?
it's like the best example. Yeah, what was that?
The best example is if you hypothetically,
Hypothetically.
oh, I bet you that, hypothetically had a child and they decided to commit a crime like stealing a car, you would still love them, but you would support their decision. That's how I feel about about my friends and family in the community. Oh, I get what they're saying. So basically, they're trying to say that like your child can make a mistake and you might not agree with them, but you're still going to support them.
You know what?
Right.
My me and my cousin we had a conversation. He's pro black, and he broke this down to me. Do you remember we had the conversation, Miko, when I was telling you I had a conversation with my cousin? He's cis hetero and
Yeah.
and strong black will and everything. And he broke it down. We was doing the documentary. He was like, I understand you trans, and I understand what trans means to you, and I understand that, but I'm not a support to the LGBTQ community, but because you are my cousin, I love you, and it ain't got nothing to do with none of your transits.
Right. And I get that. And that happens a lot in the family. The reason why I don't still see that the same is because, again, what you're disagreeing with is the way I was born. You're disagreeing with the way I was born. You're basically saying, I don't approve of the way you were born. And that's a problem for me. That's like, again, somebody saying, I don't like the fact that you were born with dark skin.
Mm.
That's something that I can't help. I'm not doing this to you. This is something that's happening to me. So when you say you don't approve or you don't agree with, you're disagreeing with how I was born. And to me, that's ignorance.
I don't know. I definitely understand where he's coming from because even like some of the posts you make about the Black Lives Matter movement and all the different type of stuff, I do feel like being trans, I'm left out of the conversation. So I'm not as supportive of it, and he feels like I should be because I am black first. Um, but no matter what he believes and everything past all the other stuff, I love my cousin.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I definitely don't support what he believes in, but I definitely respect him and love him because he's my cousin. And I think that's what she's trying to say.
I think so too.
And
Yeah, that's
and we
fine.
can love people past what we, don't agree with. We can love people past that. And trust me, that's something I have to deal with in my family too. It's a lot of my family that had a hard time coming around to calling me she and had a hard right time. And I get it. They love me. They just didn't understand it. But again, the basic fact is when you
How
tell
do
me
you
you
love?
don't,
How do you love me and watch me fighting for my
right.
existence?
How do you
That's
love
your
when you
husband.
see people actively trying to kill me for something that I can't
Mhm.
help? That's like somebody being born with lupus and you hating them or just don't understand why they got lupus. They can't help that. That's something they were born with. I can't help the fact that I'm trans. I was born with a predisposition to have gender dysphoria. He can't help the fact that he gay. He was born with the predisposition to be gay. That's not something that we can help. That's something that's happening to us. So when you tell me that you disapprove of the way that I was born, then I will never have that total respect from you because of the way I was born. I can't help that. Again, when people take the stance that they don't agree, that to me says that they still don't understand that I was born this way. They think this is something I'm doing to go against the grain, as opposed to something that is happening to me that I'm trying to cope with. And that's where the line is drawn for me. I've decided several years back that I no longer tolerate anybody who doesn't agree. Because if you don't agree, you might as well not agree. You might as well be a white person telling me you don't agree with the fact that I'm black.
So let me ask you something. When you say you wouldn't support the action, what action are you talking about? Because why do you feel? Okay, let me I answer that question. What action are you talking about? You don't support the action.
And I hate when people use that because they say,
Because
well,
I'm wondering if you're talking about the action that's happening in my bedroom. Because I don't need your support for that.
but
Yeah,
also
what's
they
going
say
on there is my
you
business.
you're saying you don't support you I understand if somebody is gay. I just don't support the action of homosexual, the action of them going out and actually being gay. Well, you support the fact that I was born like this, but you don't support the fact that I need companionship too. You support the fact that understand that I was born like this and somehow God made me different, but you don't understand the fact that I also need somebody to connect
The
with.
real question is, why do you feel like it's any of your business who I'm sleeping with or how I'm living my life? If you respect me, going about
Honestly,
the
I feel
act of
like
transitioning, I bet.
Well,
I
the
want to
act
know
of
what you.
transitioning is still the act that is just like the act of homosexuality. It's something that corrects us. You don't sit most people who don't understand that this is a correction for us because of gender dysphoria. And if you understand what gender dysphoria is, and if you understand what transgenderism is, you understand that this is not a mental disorder that we're having. This is an actual hormonal thing that is happening to us in biology during birth. It's a hormonal thing. And so if our hormones tells us that it tells our minds and tells our bodies that we feel differently than we're supposed to, the correction for that is transition. It makes us feel like we're one with the
Hey,
person that with our
Shashay.
hormones.
Yeah. What do they feel like? It's a action, it's a choice or whatever it is. What makes them feel like they have power to decide if it's what's best for us?
honestly, when I get so it was a conversation me and my mom had, and it just kind of it broke me down completely because she was like, I love you because you're my child, but I don't agree, or I don't agree with the sin that you're doing. Why you couldn't just be, just stay being a gay boy? And that kind of messed me up a little bit. So I feel like when they say action, I feel like why would you take that action of transitioning? Why you couldn't just stay what you was basically bury or push down that that in their head those feelings or that mental or go get some help to push that down.
If we push that down, we will be people pleasing and pleasing you and not pleasing ourselves. And
And
again, with the
it's
topic of
also
these things, we are talking about how we've been through some things that has traumatized us, and that's part of the things that done trauma. That's part of trauma that we don't experience because us not being able to show you who we see ourselves being, whether you feel like it's an action, a choice, or if however you feel about it, that is traumatizing because we are not being able to come as our authentic self, no matter what that looks like. Just like you put on whatever color wig you want and everything. No matter about if you're talking about sex, that's one thing. But if you're talking about our transition, that's a whole nother thing. Now, I'm not gonna go as far as Miko and say it's transphobic because to me, I don't want to push my agenda or how I feel about myself on anybody else because I don't want to give you that power to even think that I really give a damn about how you feel about me. When I'm going through transition and transitioning, I'm transitioning for me, not for you to support or nothing. I'm doing what I want to do for my body, just like you. When you eat a meal, you put in what you want to put in your body. That's your decision. Me transitioning is my decision, whether you like it or not. So I'm not asking for your support, but I am requiring your respect. So what Miko saying, that's one thing, but I just my view of it is completely different, and I don't think it's transphobic if you don't see from the same lens. You're not walking in my shoes. You don't have my experience. You don't know how I feel in the inside. So I don't expect you to really understand it. You could play like you understand it or understand, but if you're not trans, you really don't really know the true feeling of what it feels to be in a body, to look at a body that doesn't align with what you think mentally inside. I don't expect you to get it.
And I also want to say something to what she said because my father said the same thing to me. Why couldn't you just be gay? And I think that's another part of the ignorance, the fact that they fuse gender identity and sexual orientation together. Why can't I just be gay? Because I'm not gay. I'm a trans person who happens to be attracted to men. And that's where the confusion comes in because not all trans women are attracted to men, just like not all trans men are attracted to women. Our gender identity has nothing to do with what we're attracted to. So when you tell me, why couldn't you just be gay? It's because I'm not just gay. I'm not a just gay person. I'm somebody who's suffering from gender dysphoria. Those are two different things.
Mhm. I
So
think I
people need to
think our
understand that.
community has played a part when you do talk about the LGBTQIRA. They have really played a big role in confusing what the world and society identify and how they make that connection when it comes to trans people because one is a sexual preference and the other one is a gender identity and they have not separated it. So when it comes to it, everybody just assume a trans woman is attracted to either gay men or cis men,
Mhm.
and a trans man is attracted to either lesbian women, and that's not the case. We identify as trans women and trans men because our identity is different than the identity that it was assigned to us at birth.
Right.
It has nothing to do with our sexual preferences, and I think because of how we have been bunched into this population of people, people haven't been able to separate it. So when they start talking about the action and stuff, I get a little confused because when you talk about action, what do you mean about the action? Are you talking about transitioning or what? Because if you policing what I'm doing to my body, that is a problem, you
Right.
know,
And let me
because
say this and let me end on because I gotta get off of here now. We didn't past time a little
Me
bit.
too.
However, let me just say this. And the reason I consider transphobic, I totally understand that it's hard for some people to wrap their minds about why transgender happens, what's happening there, what is actually going on. I get that. You
mhm,
not understanding it is completely different than you disagreeing with it. You cannot understand how I was born or why I was born this way. I totally expect that. I expect that not everybody's going to understand it. That's why education is there. That's why we're here to help you try to understand where we're coming from. But for you not to agree with it, again, is you telling me that you don't agree with the way that I was born. And to me, that is transphobic. Just like even as friendly as some Mormons are with Black people, your inherent thought is that even though I'm friendly and even though I like this person is still not going to heaven. That to me is still racist. I don't care if it's conditioned racism, even though it ain't just blatant and it ain't all in your face. It's still conditioned racism, and I believe that a lot of people have conditioned transphobia because they were taught that what we are is wrong, and and
I,
that's just where I stand on that. And there's no and I get that some people don't want to have the label of transphobic because they don't believe that they genuinely hate anybody. And I don't believe that transphobia is just about genuinely hating somebody. Transphobia, to me, is a genuine, whether it be underlying or overt, a genuine distaste for what I am. You genuinely, at the core of it, think that what I am is wrong. Whether you think I'm wrong or not, you genuinely, at the core of it, think what I am is wrong, which means that you think the way that I was born is wrong. To me, that's transphobic.
I am okay with you feeling how you feel and believing how you feel. But what I'm not okay with, if you setting up policies and stuff that puts me in harm's way and make me unsafe and you pulling from my table. That's what I'm not okay with.
What
But
kind
I
of
don't
policy?
want you to, but I'm not going to force you to believe nothing you don't want to believe because I don't want you pushing nothing on me and forcing me to believe it too. So we can agree to disagree, just like me and Miko is agreeing to disagree. And I also want you to know you don't have to apologize for the questions. That's what this show is about,
Right,
to have these conversations that
right.
are not being had in a space to where you don't feel like this is a crazy question. This is a disrespectful thing and everything. And if you don't seek out clarity, how would you ever know? Now, what you take from the show, you take from it. But again, me and Miko see it completely different. I don't feel
Mhm.
like it's transphobic because you believe in a religion that's conditioned to you believe that this person should be this way. That's fine with me. If that's your belief, go with it. As long as you don't pull from me or my family, put me in harm's way, or create situations where I can continue to thrive and be my best self, I don't have a problem with you believing what you do. And please
Mhm.
allow me to believe what I believe and respect me.
This was
And
a good show tonight.
yeah, I just, that's just how I feel about it. And thank you for being brave enough to get on this show and to
Yes.
not really be disrespectful and to really have these conversations that that all of us get passionate about, because we all been traumatized from situations like that. They come at us different angles and stuff. And when we talk about us, we are in a space to where we are fighting to exist in spaces. So a lot of these things and a lot of these questions can be triggering, but
Yeah.
we do try our best to make sure that we answer your questions and make sure that you understand when it comes from like trans people and people who've had the trans experience and stuff, how we feel and the things that we go through. So this is a space for you to come and have these conversations and ask these questions. And no, I don't feel triggered, but yeah, I do appreciate you for the very minimum of respect, because that's all I ask. And I don't want
We
to push
definitely
your
need
beliefs.
we need more patrons to our show like you who are asking those questions, because that's what creates these conversations that go on YouTube and go on live, that other people can see and hear the answers to, because other people have them same exact questions. They just don't know how to ask it. So
Right.
we need more of that. We need more of that kind of conversation, because what we are here to do is educate. We are here to
Right.
let you know from our perspective how we see this, how we
Right.
view it, how it affects us. And so for someone to take the time out to come and sit and listen to that, who doesn't
That
necessarily
is,
understand it, that means the
and
most.
what you don't know, that is support.
That's definitely support.
I mean, we appreciate it.
Yes,
Mhm.
we do. Thank y'all, everybody, for coming tonight. Make sure y'all like and subscribing and sharing. Are they still in here commenting, girl? You all have a good night. You as well.
Good
Yeah,
night.
have an
Night,
enlightening
night,
on me.
y'all.
I appreciate it. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
See y'all next time.
Bye.
In stream.